everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league and halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, their head coach has got to believe it in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Gurley on first down with no blocking help there as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a draw play for Gurley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Ravens now under 12th-year coach John Harbaugh. They'll be brought out by the 2-time MVP in the NFL, who's now in his 15th season, Aaron Rodgers.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge. Let's go.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got it to Hilton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And here now the Baltimore offense.
And the big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs? Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one. and that's going to need to continue.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. And the catch made by Hilton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a scoreless game. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Defensively, here are the starters for Baltimore. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
I know he ain't got it. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 4.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Rodgers going to throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey.
Let's go, boys.
That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Tight end's left.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Hey, get up. Check 37. Check 37.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Complete to Hilton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the 1st quarter, as that's a 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. 1st down, here's White. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
He wasn't ready.
The numbers for White a week ago, 18 carries, 91 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Ravens first down.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Smallwood. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Dalton. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. A run with Gurley there on first down. Going to get about 4 yards. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 10 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown. And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
54. Here we go. Shift.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Taken down by Bobby Wagner. That's a gain of 3.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Intended for T.J. Hawkinson. Incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Get ready. Go, Mike.
On first down, Rodgers. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end.
I'm here all day.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They will run with White out of the shotgun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's complete. It's Watson. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the draw play. This is White. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now Gurley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 3rd down, Dalton. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Following the penalty, it's Gurley.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now it's Gurley. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Dalton here from the gun. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dalton. The tight end, Rhett Ellison with it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Dalton. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And Dalton to throw. It was the free safety, Jordan Poyer, that time there to make the play in coverage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing, Dalton. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. So Dalton now. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Seibert's kick is good, and the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
And the Ravens taking the field. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 3rd down, here's Dixon. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dalton off play action. His throw incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter brought a time to change things. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hawkinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw again. Completes it to Dixon. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Keep playing hard.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Complete to Hilton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On first down, it's White, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers, a dump off for Dixon. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He hits White, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyler Fackrell gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. It's complete. James White. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Andy Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Todd Gurley.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against him on that one and hit him big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. On second down now, it's Dixon. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And the Ravens first down.
Rodgers now on first down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White, twisting away, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 49 line.
On second down, it's Dixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Gurley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. A deep ball for Gurley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Going on the ground with Madison. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
No dice for Sean McDermott in the offense. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Here's Rodgers.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's second down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important, too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
A big gain of 31 on third down.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And the catch made by Hilton. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
On second down, it's White. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Robinson's got it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 4 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up on Levante David. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
He's coming.
On 1st and goal, Dixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Sam Hubbard has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Drops it underneath to Dixon. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So they settle for just the 3. After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Still going. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's go, baby.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You got it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton over the middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Single receiver.
Another chance for Dalton. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton, blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On play action, Rodgers looking deep for Hilton. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the
hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. go once more. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And here come the Bills. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Dalton now to pass. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton, he'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll go down at the 28. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Ravens, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.